Yo, what is up, everybody? New day, new Higurashi story. If I had some complaints, yeah, the world would be completely upside down. I am so fucking happy about this, and I'm really quite excited just to see, you know, a new Higurashi story, and not only that, a connecting fragment story as well. We haven't had a connecting fragment story for so long, and I mean, I say that like it's something, you know, that should normally be had, but no, oh my god, man, I'm really quite excited for this, because yeah, we're going to be connecting the fragments. We're going to be doing the advanced console arc fragments. I have no idea what they're going to be about, but I'm assuming they're, you know, going to be about all of the extra characters. I really wonder if we're actually going to get anything related to the Higurashi characters as well, because obviously we're going to get Tomoe's lot. I mean, that's just a given. But yeah, I wonder about Higurashi. Yeah, I'm really quite excited to do this, because in theory this could potentially be the last Higurashi story, you know, the last full Higurashi story that we have. I mean, we have Higurashi Horror left, and we also have Higurashi Omote, but like, yeah, I don't really think you could, because the thing is, Omote is basically just a reread of PS2 with like a few new things added, whereas, you know, obviously the horror stories, they're really, really short. So yeah, this is like the last full story of Higurashi we have. It's amazing. So yeah, let's get into this. Right, here we go, guys. So, yeah, I'm really, really excited to do this because, yeah, this is not only going to be really fucking interesting, but secondly, like, you know, more connecting fragment chapters. I will not complain because I really enjoyed the last one. So, yeah, look at this. Yeah, these are the additional fragments added in the console version of Chapter 8, Matsuri Bayashi. Oh, yeah, I forgot, like, Miyotsuku's Yudai is actually, I'd assume it's an equivalent ending towards Matsuri Bayashi. And obviously, you know, you have Omote and Matsuri as well. They should be read after completing Someutsuji Kageboshi and Toki Hogushi. Yep, well, I think that definitely applies. These fragments explore the additional characters introduced in the console arcs. Oh, and I think our question has been answered here. Higurashi isn't in this list, so I obviously get the impression there's going to be nothing related to it. But yeah, that's not really that bad. I mean, it's not. I mean, it is kind of a shame, but at the same time, like, I don't know, it doesn't really matter that much. To be honest, it's probably better to have more knowledge about you know, all of the characters that have actually been featured in so many more episodes. Right, welcome to the world of the final chapters of Higurashi When They Cry. Matsuri Bayashi and Miyotsukushi. Already read. I've technically read both of them, but yeah. In this world, you will be able to recreate the story from Hanyu's point of view. Nah. I'll be able to base my own point of view from Hanyu's point of view. I don't know. Your objective is to create the June 1983 ideal to me. You will need to collect many different fragments to make that possible. Yeah, definitely. However, Takuno's conviction is very strong. Yeah, definitely. I really wonder how the, you know, difficulty of fighting Takuno is actually going to present itself here, because I really wonder if Tomoe is going to be... I wonder if Miyotsuku's Yudai is actually going to be a continuation of what's happened in Toki Hogushi. So, because of that... maybe the investigation is still going to be continued, and yeah, these fragments are going to be needed to be connected in order to actually win this investigation. To overturn it, you need a lot of effort and a lot of fragments. I'll warn you right now, it will be a slow and painful process. Right. Hanyu went through it for over 100 years, and she even had to stop and give in to fate. Yeah, oh my god, definitely, yeah. Defeating Takuno's conviction will not be easy. No way. The trial in this world will put you through as much pain as Hanyu had to endure. You may surrender just like Hanyu did after being emotionally worn down by the constant repetition of the words woven by countless fragments. Oh yeah, definitely. I really get what this means. I mean, like, every fragment is the same. When you feel like surrendering, you can end this game at any time. Oh yeah, I forgot they guilt trip you into playing this. But if you do, the world's revolving around your fate. Friend's fate will be limited to one Yukakshi through Minagoroshi. Not true for me, but like, yeah, but forgetting about this world and erasing the story from your memory, you will finally accept death. That's actually really quite interesting. I mean, obviously this doesn't fully apply to me, but yeah, it's applies to Rika, just like Rika did. Your ideal June 1983 can be created by putting 99 fragments that are scattered all over this world. Oh, that's actually really quite interesting, aren't there? I can't remember how many there are. I think there are, I don't know, there's like 50 fragments, something like that. And then I think we have 34 here. I don't know though. To connect these fragments together, you will need the right ones. Yeah, definitely. There are 99 of them, which may be dizzying. 99? What? However, this world isn't that merciless. To ease your pain, there'll be a little help for you. Huh? When you choose the wrong pieces. Your only ally here will give you a sign that it's not time to put those fragments together. In other words, the game's cut. Nah, it's on you. Rationality versus story. Which one do you pick? That's actually really quite interesting that there's 99 fragments. It's a lot more than I remember. As long as the sign remains, you won't be able to connect them. Oh, interesting. So I wonder if the fragments here are actually going to be ordered as well. Because I know they come in the form of tips, so... Are they going to be ordered tips? What? You might as well go look for different ones. After you put other fragments together, you might be able to connect the ones you couldn't put together earlier. Yeah, when that happens, she'll let you know. Oh, interesting, that. I never got told that. Let's put those fragments together. Yeah, then you'll be able to join the other ones too. Yeah, definitely, yeah. There are also some fragments that can offer you a VOD. Oh. They will be revealed by the fragment words you've gained from the world so far. That's right, even. Or from completely different words. Yes, the most familiar words you've encountered while playing Higurashi when they grow may open the way. Oh, that's interesting. So I think the beginning fragments are going to be based on, let's say, a thing called Onikakushi, Watanagashi. What's another really familiar word that's just the Hinamizawa Shokogun. Hinamizawa Syndrome, in other words. Tatari, Tokyo. And then, yeah, just casually going to list all the characters' names. The Alphabet Project. Factions. Interesting. Trying out various things is one way. And then when the huge mass of all 99 fragments are linked together, you'll arrive at the fragment of Matsuribayashi or Miyotsukushi. Yeah, it's actually really quite interesting that they have to say Matsuribayashi or Miyotsukushi. The ideal June 1983 will be born there. Yeah, and I suppose in the console version, you would have had, like, a choice between which June 1983 you would have actually been able to, you know, get access to. That's when the long-awaited Matsuribayashi or Miyotsukushi will finally begin. Before you begin each fragment, why don't you line up all 99 of them first? Most of them require other fragments, so there are only a few you can actually look at. Let's try to find those first. This will be an extremely long and difficult trial. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. Let me tell you again, Hanya challenged this for over 100 years and gave up on it. Yeah, I do find that really quite interesting. I mean, I do find it quite interesting though, like, obviously all of the fragments that have actually happened beforehand, they're nearly fixed events. Not all of them are though. For example, you know the fragment where Katie actually... No, wait, hang on a second. There was no fragment of Katie actually moving to the village. So I think they actually made the fragment... I would assume that they made the fragment after Rika had, you know, gone... either the times where Katie wasn't there or the times where Rika had gone, you know, completely mental, but obviously killed everyone, because I heard there was I remember Rika actually and Hanya actually saying there was a time that happened. But yeah, I really wonder when they actually created that fragment, because they constantly added to the fragments. I mean, obviously they can't do it anymore because of limited power, but like still, if you believe in miracles the same way your friends do, even if you don't live in the world where they live, if you believe in them. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. now let the connecting fragments begin. Yeah, nice. Here we gather the scattered fragments of destiny. It's a very important journey of patience that demonstrates the power of your stronger. In this world, you'll be tested to see if you believe in the world that Nika and the others believed in. Yeah, I mean, definitely. If you have, I suppose, the power to connect all the fragments here. A miracle only happens when everybody combines their strength. Yeah, the June 1983 created by Takano was nearly indomitable. Oh yeah, definitely, because there is nothing that will fucking stop her. It's so difficult, but it is possible, as we've seen. She's gathered many people whose powers are beyond the average person to her side. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. Her backers being at the center of national authority. Yeah, exactly. Even if 100 dice all rolled once, there wouldn't be a chance to defeat her. I mean, that really just shows how fucking nuts it could be. But at the same time, I disagree with this because, you know, for example, you could say Matsuri Bayashi, you know, has this applying to it. In other words, a miracle was the only way for... Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah. You know, a miracle only happens where everyone combines their strength. And you are one of them. Yeah. Alright. Also, additional worlds have been prepared for those who finish reading these stories. Oh, yeah, one is like Higurashi. Yeah, that is a world that Nika never wanted to see. But in order to prove her true nature and her growth, that this world must never be avoided. Oh yeah, definitely, it can't be. If this world is avoided, then Psychology genuinely can't happen. Psychology happens after the amazing Hajisarashi, and then, you know, after everything. And the other was is called the Hogushi. Yeah. This is the world from the past that Hanyu herself has sealed from her own memory. In the era when Hinamizawa was known as Onigafchi. Yeah, oh my god, yeah, definitely. If you wish to know how she came to be known as Oyashiro-sama, you can catch a glimpse of that there. Up here. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. However, our own memories got frozen after so many years of wandering, so not everything seen there may be accurate. Plus, I hope you may enjoy this world as it is. Oh, yeah, you just see the complete disappearance of everything. Are you ready? Nah, I gotta reread this first. Yeah, it's actually quite interesting that Hanyu says that Rika never wanted to see this world. But, yeah, fair enough. I suppose so. I really wonder how Rika is actually going to grow in Miyotsuku Shiuda. I'm more than ready. Oh yeah, definitely. I am ready as well, yeah. Yeah, the key to a long journey is not to pressure yourself too hard. Yeah, well, let's take it at a light pace. I'll watch from my usual place. Yeah, definitely. She's just going to watch us. We struggle. Shall we begin? We have all the time in this world. Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah. Let's meet again after you manage to bring peace to the entire world. I love that. But at the same time, it is kind of true. I mean, to, you know, bring peace to the world, obviously, of, Hinamizawa, then, yeah, you are going to need to connect the fragments. And that is what we're going to be doing here. Oh, yeah, so here we are. I love that it just ends on that really, I don't know, weird laugh. Right, this is actually going to be really quite interesting because if you look at this next screen, that is if it had... Oh, I'm just hearing things. Where's the music? Yeah, there we are. Yeah. So I heard new music at first, so I thought I was just hearing things when I actually heard the beats of the music, but I was hearing things. But yeah, look at this. We got the fragment music, and here we got all the fragments here. So we have 8 fragments, 5. So how many are there? So 35. Yeah, interesting. So I really wonder where those 64 fragments, you know, that make up the 99 fragments are. But yeah, it's actually going to be really quite interesting here. So, yeah, so I wonder what it meant by, you know, familiar Higurashi words. Oh, so we do get Yoshi stuff. Nice. Ooh. Looks like there are incident reports. Ooh, now this is going to be quite interesting. I wonder if this is going to be regarding the... Oh. What? I am actually really quite surprised. Oh yeah, reversing the gears, I remember that. But yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to read them in order here. I'm not really going to care about, like, you know, how I'm actually going to read them. Yeah, and now you see why these fragments are going to be interesting. All of these are going to be related to console arcs. So, yeah, what's so amusing about that? We're going to get so much context, man. And our relatives of mine asked me to... Mine? Oh, so it looks like Natsumi is actually the person that's in the broth here. Nice. Asked me to serve for a banquet, and I didn't understand the meaning behind this extreme joy. No, it's not that I didn't understand. It's that I couldn't comprehend it. Cheers for successfully preventing the Hinamizawa dam. Oh, yeah, interesting. So, oh my god. Yeah, they are fucking having it. I mean, my god, cheers for the Onigafuchi Guardians. Yeah, the villagers were raising their cheers with their faces bright red from drinking. Oh my god, enjoying the food and making a lot of noise. Yeah, she really must have not obviously seen all of the significance of it because she doesn't live in Hinamizawa, but like still. Yeah, oh my god, they must have been having so much fun. The fact that they have actually done this, and keep in mind that they have basically stopped a government decision to, you know, make it so that their village was actually alright and, you know, safe to live in the future. I mean, my god, it really is impressive. They deserve this reward. Every last one of them was patting one another on the shoulder, shaking hands and letting out roaring laughter regardless of who they were interacting with. Yeah, my god. It was already late in the night, but the mood was hardly calming down. In fact, it was getting hotter. Oh, wow. Serves you right, you bureaucrat! Understandable, you underestimate the power of all the Hinamis who are united. I don't even think they knew their own power before, you know. Yeah. Justice was on our side. Oh my god, yeah. I've had enough of these government officials selfishly destroying the foundation of our lives. Yeah, let's have a toast to our justice and to our Yashiro-sama. Yeah, interesting that. Or Yashiro-sama as well. I've done a classic. Getting where I put my water bottle. Oh. Literally right in plain sight, and yet my eyes are so crap they couldn't see it. Cheers! Yeah, the old people raised another toast for who knows how many times today, and shouted while holding up their beer glasses. How many pizzas? pints of alcohol have they drunk? Oh my god. Oh god, I feel bad for Natsume. She doesn't have any connection or sort of mutual, you know, feelings of success. The laughter was getting louder and louder. My ears were painfully ringing. The smell of foods and alcohol in the room was completely overbearing, and I was starting to feel a little sick, so I stepped out into the world. Oh yeah, fair enough, yeah. Finally managed to escape that suffocating atmosphere. I took a great big breath. The Hinamizawa region was no longer going to be submerged by the dam. Oh yeah, definitely. The old folks certainly did have reason to celebrate, since they prevented the loss of their hometown. Yeah, but is everyone in the village actually happy about this outcome? I suppose the Hojo family could definitely be in question. That question came to mind after listening to my parents.
ひなみ沢から立ち退く家には結構な保証金が国からあてがわれるそうよ。
The government is apparently offering hefty compensation to the families displaced from Hinamizawa. Oh yeah, definitely, because these people won't be able to have their compensation now, and they will have to live in Hinamizawa.
ちょっとした都市部でも一戸建ての家が持てるくらいの。
God, it's even enough to buy a single family home in a semi-urban area.
そうと分かっていたら住民票をひなみ沢に残しておいたのにね。
Understandable, yeah. If I'd known that, I would have got Hinamizawa listed on my residence card. Yeah. That would just be free money at that point. Hey, cut it out. Oh my god, yes, she would be mad. I'm sure your mother would be upset if she heard that. We're still members of the Kimiyoshi family, aren't we? Yeah, definitely, yeah.
構わないわよ。
I don't care.
そもそもうちは御三家の一つといっても分家の一つなんだから。
Yeah, I don't care. Plus, even if we're part of the three families, we're only a branch family. Yeah, fair.
別にありがたい恩恵もないし、私にとっては不便な田舎でしかなかったわ。
Yeah, it never provided any sort of benefit, and for me, it just meant I had to live way out in the countryside. Oh yeah, definitely, I live in the countryside, especially way out as rural as this. It must suck. It really must. But at the same time, yeah, that's lucky. But at the same time, going into a boarding school, I mean, I don't know, I mean, she's like probably in 40s and 1940s, so maybe like 1950s she would have gone to school in, you know, obviously high school related things. God, that would be a nightmare. She found a college and a job in the same town, and I hear that she used that part-time job as an excuse not to go home over the summer. Oh God, she really must have hated, you know, Mizawa, just so much so that, you know, she never would want to go home. She just always wanted to spend her time, you know, in college area. Really, God, that really is quite surprising. That's why, even now she didn't get along well with Grandma. Yeah, that's interesting, that, yeah, just because of her having lived in Hinamizawa. She didn't participate at all in the Dam War because she didn't want to be seen with Grandma, who was obsessed with Hinamizawa. Oh, yeah, understandable, yeah. And, I mean, anyway, she didn't really like... For the entirety of her life, she's never really liked living in Hinamizawa just because of it being so inconvenient, because of its, how rural it was, so... why would you want to fight for that same place that you don't like whatsoever? Mum never felt tied down to Hinamizawa in the first place. Yeah, she hated the countryside. Yeah. Can't really say I'm that different. Information was scarce and entertainment options were limited. Yep, I couldn't agree more. Travel was inconvenient, and I couldn't agree more with that. And the climate was hot. Could agree more with that, to be honest. Mum can be loud and annoying sometimes, but I understand how she must have felt. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. Because I wasn't all that fond of Hinamizawa either. Why is she not? And tonight in particular, my thoughts were leaning closer to her. Oh yeah, definitely, that must be a nightmare. Like, not only she's not only forced to be here, but secondly, she has to serve food, she has to actively be involved with this really quite extreme celebration. Even though people have died. Oh my god. Okay, that is understandable. Yeah, how can these people laugh and smile this much? Yeah, definitely, because, the first year has actually happened. I completely forgot about that. Yeah, it happened just last month. Yeah, oh my god. The on-site director of the dam construction site was slaughtered by his labourers, and his body was found dismembered. Yeah. One of the culprits still hasn't been found, and there were rumours that they hid in Okinomiya. Interesting, I wonder where those rumours actually came from and who did them, because that's not true whatsoever. Thanks to that, my school required everyone to travel in groups when coming and going from school. Oh my god, yeah, just so I mean, fair enough, but at the same time, if there is a murderer, and I don't know, maybe he goes mental and completely goes around the school potentially looking for targets, then, yeah, doesn't that mean that, I don't know, you're gonna make everyone in danger as opposed to just one person? I don't fucking know. But discussions about the Hinamizawa Dam project are now being re-reviewed. And word of that seems to have reached the town council. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. That's why the villagers have been saying that Kazuba Yasudo-sama killed the on-site director, and the government froze the dam construction plan out of fear. It's actually really quite interesting though, even though these people, Yasudo-sama's curse actually has happened, they really don't care about the fact that, just because these people were threatening the village, and obviously because of Yasudo-sama, having struck, as it were, yeah, they've actually got away with it. But the thing is that's just really quite fucked about that is, somebody has died. Just because that person threatens, the future of the village doesn't mean that, somebody still hasn't died. They don't even care about the fact that a person has died. 2 people have died, sorry. I mean, obviously they don't know about the second person, the person that actually killed the dam construction manager.
もどうしてそこまで喜べるのかな。
But how can they be so happy about it?
自分たちさえ良ければ誰かは不幸に
Yeah, no,
な
I
っても
couldn't
いい
agree
んだ。
more, yeah. Even if it benefits them, is it right to enjoy someone else's misfortune? Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I mean, it does benefit these people, but yeah. These people just view enemies like, the enemies have been defeated, now we need to be, you know, really happy, instead of just actually thinking a little bit more rationally, like, these enemies are people, they have been killed. I mean, God. The one time I saw the on-sign director on the road, he certainly did have a gruff appearance, and I was scared at first. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, he does not look like the person that you would want to mess with. But at the same time, though, like, God. Oh, but when he asked me for directions and I told him the way, he said thanks miss and brought me a can of juice. I used to live in Hinamizawa for a few years, and everybody always thought of me as a gloomy girl, so the villagers were always somewhat aloof to me. So having someone treat me kindly for the first time in so long made me really happy. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. That must be so awful growing up with that, you know, obviously just having a village around you that really doesn't accept you. I mean, obviously with, you know, Satoshi and Satoko, yeah, you really just see the effects that could potentially have. I mean, yeah, so I really wonder if, you know, being rejected by quite a lot of people just, you know, for being a weird girl, gloomy. Yeah, I really wonder if that could potentially have influenced some of the, you know, things that Natsumi had to go through regarding social stuff afterwards. Ooh, definitely, yeah. You can't judge a book by its cover.
この人もきっと本当はいい人なんだ。
I'm sure he's a good person. I mean, he was. That's the saddest thing. But yeah, somebody may have found drinking at work. That may have been a mistake. That's why I hated when the people somewhat close to me, like Mion-chan and the others, talk bad about him. Yeah, interesting. That is actually really quite interesting. I mean, all of these people, what they do is they only look at the effects. They only look at the effects his actions are actually doing. They don't look at, you know, the actual person behind the actions. So I wasn't interested in participating in the protest demonstrations with my relatives in the villages. Yeah, fair. Even though people criticise us behind our backs for that due to our ties to the three families. I pretended not to hear that. Oh, that must be the worst being there, though, because obviously you would have a lot of people that would want to ask about that, would want to, you know, make you comment, sort of like give your statement to why you actually haven't shown up at the thingy, the protests. But that man died just last month. Yeah, he was killed. He'd never speak it. Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, he'd never meet me on the roadside and buy me juice again. Thinking about that, yeah, my chest tightened in grip. Understandable. And yet, despite that, these people were... yeah, I really don't blame it. I mean, she's just really repeating her thoughts. I think that just really shows how, you know, pissed off she's getting. I mean, fair enough, though. It is really quite bad that these people are doing so. And it wasn't just the harshness making me uncomfortable. Audio-san and Uncle Kimiyoshi seemed truly happy to say, oh, yeah, that's interesting, that. Yeah, Seb's right. But the people around them were just pretending to be happy. Yeah, now that is interesting. I mean, obviously, these people... Now, I think these people at the time, they probably would have thought this, but I think the more distant this memory becomes, this time becomes, the more they actually realise that, you know, this person was actually a person. He wasn't somebody that was just threatening the village. He was a genuine person, and obviously, you know, feeling regret about the deaths and feeling that everything needs to move on. Yeah, but at the same time, what I'm also trying to say is that, you know, these people would have definitely tried to make them look so happy because they would have wanted to appeal to the villagers. If the villagers were pretending to be happy just to get their appeal, then if they weren't pretending to be happy, then, you know, the increased sort of propaganda of the dam project would have never actually arisen. Firstly, I think that's what's trying to be concluded here. As evidence of that, whenever one of them stepped out of the ring of cheers to grab a drink on their own, they'd sigh with a slightly tired look on their face. They're not actually happy, they're just doing it so they don't feel left out. Now that's really interesting, that. Defying the will of the village would make them just like the director who was killed. Oh, she doesn't know about the Hojo family, but that. That's it, they're just making excuses to be accepted by the other villagers. How stupid. Yeah, understandable, yeah. Really, everyone doesn't believe in the curse at all. What they actually fear is going against the will of the village, being labelled an enemy of Hinamizawa. Yeah, even enough so that they'd show barbaric faces to the people they hate and wish that a curse would kill them. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah, and I think that is very, very true there. I mean, this is really quite funny. We're not even talking about the Hojos, and yet it just applies to them so fucking much. I mean, it's actually really quite nice if you ask somebody for directions and then, you know, they buy you a can of juice. I mean, obviously it isn't really that much, but like still, you do not commonly get people like that. Could you imagine if the, you know, Onigafti Guardians thing is actually just like, you know, a continuation of what was happening, you know, for example, the Hojo propaganda. Like, nobody really wanted to do it, but obviously, just to try and fit in with the village, they had to sort of, you know, adapt themselves so that they'd obviously feel like that and spread the news about, you know, the Hojos being really quite awful. But I suppose they could do it here as well. It really would be interesting to think what would actually happen if, you know, this dam construction stuff wasn't there in the first place. And so the on-site director was the one who received the curse this time. Yeah, definitely, yeah. And if that's the case, then the next one the curse is likely to fulfill is the Hojo family who organised the pro-dam movement. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't really think they organised it, but they, you know, they were the key convincers for, you know, quite a lot of people to get on their side. Fuck the Onigafti Guardians. Or maybe somebody who defended them, or somebody who didn't even come out, strongly enough saying they were an enemy. Oh, that's interesting that. I mean, I suppose somebody who defended them, obviously Rika, but I've heard the villagers spreading rumours like that when I was helping out with farming work. Oh, right. And every time it's not Oyasuda or someone they're afraid of. Oh, yeah, definitely. It's the leaders of the three families. Yeah, I find it really quite interesting that she's realising this. Yeah, everybody is lying. They speak vehemently about companionship and pride in their hometown. But the root of all that is fear. Yeah, it is actually really quite nice to think. Like, could you imagine if all of the companionship on Hinamizawa. I mean, to be honest, I think it's only fair to a certain extent. I think when it's so ingrained in people's lives, it slowly becomes less fear and more just habit, to be honest. But yeah, it all starts out with fear. I couldn't agree more. Can such an outrageously shameful solidarity really be legitimate? Is that something to take pride in? No, no way. Oh my god. God, why has everything gone red? My head ached. My heartbeat was getting intense. My cold sweat began flowing down my cheek. Oh god, yeah, she must be really quite stressed just because of, you know, how much anger she has. I clung to my chest and thought about trying to go home for the day, so I decided to go looking for Uncle Kimiyoshi. Oh god, that's a mistake. Yeah, that's actually really quite interesting though. Yeah, so that definitely shows you that. Now, I just find it really quite interesting. I've never really contemplated that before, that everybody in Hinamizawa, all the Onigashiki Guardian stuff, like not only the effects of Onigashiki Guardians, like obviously the this can be interesting. So I think we can literally read anything we want. So oh god, I wish I knew the order for this. Yeah, I really want to see if there is actually an order that's predefined that you can use for this. Hold up. What? What should I do? See if I can find. Yeah, so he has. Does this guy order them? No, he doesn't. Oh, interesting. So this person has like a predefined order that he's reading them in. Right. Is he just doing it randomly, or? I think I might follow this guy's orders. Oh, right. So, yeah, this is an official guide. Right, okay. Yeah, so I haven't actually read this one in the right order, but, yeah, let me just check, fragment 1. Oh, of course it's at the worst position. Right. Yeah, so fragment 3, Kimiyoshi Natsumi. So, yeah. I've read this in the wrong order, but yeah, I might as well just finish 1 and 3. Right, so yeah, we're going to do, you know, Kimiyoshi Natsumi next. So, yeah, I wonder what this is going to be. What the fuck? When I heard the girls around me shrieking, I suddenly came back to my senses. Has she killed somebody or something? What? This is weird. When I heard the girl was surrounding me shrieking, I suddenly came back to my senses. What? Right, this is a little bit dark. Blood dripped on the notebook, on the desk, staining it in dark red. I saw a girl crouched up on my feet, clinging to her arm. I could hear her moaning in pain, but her face was hidden behind her bang, so I couldn't make out her expression. The fuck has happened? Why is this fragment called Kimiyoshi Natsumi, by the way? Has she done this? Bright red blood was spilling out from beneath the spot on her arm. Oh, God. She was holding and gently dyeing the sleeves of her white uniform. Two of her friends rushed over in a hurry with pale looks on their faces and called out to her, asking if she was okay. Jesus Christ. Yeah, maybe she was afraid of the sight of blood or confused after seeing it for the first time. Seeing it for the first time, oh my god, that must not be nice whatsoever. Yeah, because she kept her face down and didn't answer them. Somebody called the teacher, hurry! A young boy dashed out of the classroom as soon as he heard that. Yeah, god. What the fuck has happened? Watching us back as he went, I suddenly noticed the scissors that had fallen behind by my feet and picked them up. What? And then I handed them over to the boy who stood frozen in shock right beside me. Those were his scissors. So I just wanted to... What the fuck has she done? Okay, I think just from that reaction we can tell that Natsume has done something very fucked. The boy turned to me with a frightened expression and quickly backed up. Oh my god. Yeah, he must have been too panicked to realise there was a desk and chair behind him, so he stumbled out on it and fell to the ground in an extremely over-the-top manner. God, what the hell is she doing? Yeah, it's just really quite awful how real situations like these are. So she's obviously done something with the scissors. Maybe she's completely, I don't know, stabbed this person in the arm with the scissors. It was so goofy and out of place, and I couldn't help but laugh. Jesus. What? Wait, hang on a second. She doesn't even remember anything she's done? But only then did I notice that the hand holding the scissors was bloody. I absentmindedly gazed in my hands until finally my head began to clear up. And then my whole body suddenly started to tremble. I did this? That is properly weird. Oh my god! The one who brought this girl by my feet all this pain enough to make her bleed was me. Now I found that really quite interesting. You remember the whole multiple personality thing we were reading in Kageboshi? This is entirely it, I bet. She's obviously had the worst personality inside her completely manifest here, and then boom, you know, she's done some awful thing to a girl, and then obviously she's just been so overwhelmed that, you know, she's just, I don't know, somehow completely lost consciousness of her you know, worst side, and then has returned to her neutral side. But then she realizes the weight of what has actually been done. I mean, my god. Then the one who brought this shocking, frightening atmosphere to the entire classroom was me. Yeah. Oh. So to back that up, the whole class was glaring at me with hatred and blame in their gaze. I mean, understandable. I mean, if she has actually done this, then yeah, of course. But you did this. Yeah! You're a terrible person for hurting a classmate. Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, even if those words didn't reach my ears, they jumped straight into my head. That's not... Yeah, try and justify yourself as much as possible. Don't really think you can do so. God, that must just be so awful, like, you know, seeing a really awful incident and then not even being able to have, you know, a fully accurate recollection of it. Being able to doubt whether you've actually done it. I mean, it's actually quite interesting that, you know, her how her head works. Because obviously, if you've done something extreme as this, like for example, if I did something like this, of course I'd be able to remember it. Like, it would take so much just to do something like this for somebody like me. I mean, yeah, so as a result of that, like, I wouldn't be able to forget it just because of, you know, how awful it would have been. But no matter how awful the deed is, she can't really remember it much at all. And that is definitely reflected when we see Natsumi, you know, kill her parents and then just barely remember what's happened. Wait, now hang on a second. I'm getting Kakeboshi and Somayutsushi's stories confused. It wasn't me! Yeah, I think it was her. I didn't mean to hurt anyone. I mean, whether you could say it wasn't me and actually agree with that is debatable because of, you know, MPD. Yeah, I didn't mean to hurt anyone. I was just trying to defend myself and I put a little strength into pushing it away with my hand. Hang on a second, what? I am genuinely so surprised. So oh my god, I was so convinced that this is, you know, part of the Kakeboshi stuff that she had. There was, like, you know, the alternate personality related things. But no, I wonder if this is actually her doing it and, you know, an accident that she's actually caused. I was just trying to defend myself and I put a little strength into pushing it away with my hand. Why am I the bad guy here? It was the boy teasing me and trying to cut my hair, Jesus. If he wasn't waving the scissors at me, none of this would have happened. He was waving the scissors. Oh my god. And the classmates around me gawked at it in amusement without making any effort to stop it. Yeah, no, that's actually really good. That's awful. I mean, so obviously she's been really quite badly bullied, and then, you know, she dares do anything that, you know, stands up against the bullying. Boom. She's the victim. She's the bad person. She's obviously the perpetrator. She's everything. Yeah, that's awful. You kind of got what you deserve, though. Fucking hell. Well, that really is quite sad. Yeah, definitely. If even one of them had said, stop it, none of this would have happened. Yeah, and yet they laughed at her. I mean, that really shows, you know, how indecent her class members are. I mean, honestly, I probably would be in the same situation as her. Why am I the bad guy? Yeah, I alone did something bad. I mean, to be fair, she did something bad, but at the same time, it was caused by somebody else's bad actions, but she still could have resisted it, to be fair. Oh my god! Oh shit, poor Natsumi, she is going to be in so much trouble. I wonder what's actually going to happen if she explains her reasoning. Because I wonder how how teachers behave in Japan. Like, are they going to are they going to put the people that have actually done this in trouble, or maybe they're just going to tell Natsumi off, who knows. Just then, a girl with a first aid kit came rushing in along with her health teacher, and when she ran up to the injured girl, she checked the wound on her arm and frowned. Jesus. Fucking hell. That's really bad. My god, I wonder if she's actually pierced veins. This is awful. This will need stitches. Holy fuck. Contact her homeroom teacher and call ambulance. You there, help stop the bleeding. Oh my god. Oh shit, this does not look good. But at the same time, she has genuinely done this. I mean... Wait a second, what did she actually do? Did she just... I'm assuming what she just did is, you know, completely yank the scissors over at, you know, the person that was actually provoking her. You're the one who hurt this girl? So cruel, so violent. Oh my god, definitely. I mean, it's such a... Even though bad circumstances led her to doing this action, she still did it objectively. The cold gaze in her eyes transmitted that message to my ears. Yeah, that's not true. It is. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. I'm not the one who did something wrong. Yes, you are. But at the same time, yeah. Somebody listen. Listen to me. I find that really quite interesting, you know, just not being able to actually accept that you have done something, even though it was entirely caused by somebody else. Yeah, that's actually really quite interesting. So I wonder if this act would have not only made her really less familiar with, you know, not wanting to know anybody in her previous school, but secondly, so this is the next fragment, but yeah, not that's actually really quite interesting though. I mean, like, because that definitely would have made it so that she wouldn't, like, nobody would. Oh, I forgot what I was even gonna say. I'm not even gonna try and remember. Right, Shirakaba Mountain Villa Siege Incident. I wonder what this is gonna be. One day in February 1970. God, this is far out. God. Ooh, 5 minutes left. So what's this? Shirakaba Village Siege Incident? Yeah, Village Siege Incident. At the very end of the time of this route rush, Yamaoki turned back and checked the facial expressions of the riot police lined up there. Oh my god, so hang on a second, are we just in the midst of like a really fucking important chase here? Oh. They stood in total silence and every one of them had a sharp look in their eyes. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. Their faces were hidden behind their protected helmets, but they were still filled with anger and a sense of purpose towards their mission while standing with their bulletproof shields overlapping their batons in hands. Yes. Alright. Ooh. Upon seeing that, Yamaki readied himself as well and turned forward one again. Right before his eyes was a privately owned resort facility, Shirakaba Mountain Villa. It was a small building named after the magnificent birch forest nearby, but the steep cliff-like slope of the mountain behind it gave it a very nice view overlooking the distant Shinshu Mountains. Gotta get some context. What are the Shinshu Mountains? Well, this is a little bit useless. These don't really look like mountains. Oh my god. Okay, these do look really quite cool. Oh, that really is quite nice. That must be an amazing view, especially in sort of summer-like times as well. Just times where there's sun and you just see a really, really bright view of really beautifully shaped mountains. I mean, that would be amazing. Seeing that every morning. In other words, the besieged criminals could overlook the entire hillside where Yamaoki and his men were standing in wait. Oh, which is why even though they'd conducted 2 raids on the facility, the criminals successfully repelled both attacks. Oh yeah, interesting, so they're obviously going to have way more manpower. They're going to have the entire riot police. Yeah, they're not going to stand a chance, I'd hope.
一昨日に行われた突撃作戦などひどかった。
Yeah, it's really quite funny. You can just see how much higher pitched it. I mean, not really much in terms of higher pitch, but yeah, his voice just sounds so much younger here. The raid 2 days ago was absolutely terrible. They rushed in through the drainage canal, but the poor weather made their tear gas grenades unusable. Jesus Christ, using tear gas. Fucking hell. And on top of that, they had no means to fight back because of... Oh, use of firearms was prohibited. That makes stuff really tricky. The prior police captain in charge of the raid even died in the attack. Oh my god. Thus, even though he was originally assigned to rear guard, 2nd Division Chief Captain Yamaoki became appointed as a field commander since he had experience leading the right police in the T University siege incident. And that's actually really quite interesting though. The criminals are, you know, in a place they can see the police officers' every move really quite high up in the hills. God. I'm actually really quite surprised that even though, I mean, it would have been really quite hard to time the preparation of the event because you would have obviously had to rely on a lot of forces. But still, though, like, why would you go on a time where the weather isn't perfect? I just really don't understand that. I mean, they probably had less memes of weather forecasting, but still. Hmm.
それにしても逃亡の果て、何も考えずに窮地でこの山荘を選んだのだろうが、厄介なものだ。
Yeah, I really want to what the roles of these criminals actually are. Still, they probably only chose this mountain villa after escaping without even thinking about it. Yeah, maybe this is just like a last resort. I'll go anywhere. Oh, boom, found a place. Yeah, it'll have to do, but even so, this is a tough one. A siege defense is the most effective tactic for dealing with a disadvantage in numbers. And on top of that, the topography also presented disadvantages that made an attack difficult. So it would be very demanding to build a raid without sacrifices. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. And what's more, not only did they have hostages, they had hostages. Oh fuck! But the assailants robbed a gun shop during their escape. Oh fuck! So they were armed. That is bad though. I mean, God, these people really sound like bad criminals if they not only rob a gun shop, but secondly, like, no, they can actually do this and they can get away with it. Jesus. Yeah, it was so kind of that even Yamaoki, who had dealt with similar situations before, couldn't help but click his tongue in irritation. Yeah, fair enough, yeah. I mean, my God, these people definitely know what they're doing. They're going to be difficult to, you know, catch. Meanwhile, the 1st Division squad members who experienced a fellow officer being killed were ready to beat the criminals to death if given permission. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, they have fucking hatred. Yeah, really, the fact that there was so little confusion, even with a sudden change in command, was evidence of the intense hostility they felt towards the criminal group. Oh yeah, definitely. Like, no matter how, there's no encouragement that needs to be done by the people at top. They are all just really wanting to get these people behind bars. Oh no, definitely not. Yeah, if they act too much out of hatred, then they're probably gonna, you know, forget about the actual law and forget about what they can actually do to these people. Yeah, but the police must then act out of hatred. Now that's actually really quite interesting. Even though they are doing this in the pursuit of justice, is it really the pursuit of justice when it becomes so hateful? Yeah. Plus, as a member of the Metropolitan Police Department and acting under the National Police Agency, yeah, protecting the hostages and apprehending the perpetrators alive with Yamaoki's strict duty. Oh, right. So, yeah, if these people actually do anything out of hate that makes it so that these people are killed, yeah, he's not going to be able to do his duty as a civil servant. And that wasn't just for humanitarian reasons. No, it was to prevent the criminals from being defied as martyrs who died standing up to authority. Oh, and keep other extremist groups from looking up to them and seeing them as a reason to expand their activities. Oh, yeah, that's understandable. Yeah, because obviously if loads of criminals, as opposed to, no, I suppose dying in battle, as it were, would be, I don't know, just more noble for other criminals than actually being arrested. Yeah, I can see that logic, yeah. Additionally, people have a strong tendency to criticise certain police officers for shooting indiscriminately. So if one of the criminals was injured by the gunfire, the firing officer may be accused of criminal activity. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, they're not actually allowed to open arms because nobody's opened arms to them. It's ironic, but the dignity of police force suffers when they're accused of breaking the law. Yeah, I know, yeah. Of course it would be, yeah. When told about it that way, Yamaoki had no choice but to obey. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. So I wonder what he's actually going to do. Time went by as he pondered that to himself, and before long, the minute hand was pointing straight to 10 o'clock. Oh, does that mean the operation is going to start? The next moment, Yamaoki was barking into the transceiver in hand with a small but sharp voice. Special vehicle team, commence the operation. Roger. Oh my god, it's Yusuke! Yeah, that's actually really quite interesting. So this was one of the missions that, you know, Yusuke had actually done. And the moment he gave that signal, a crane truck, cleverly hidden in the mountain recess, emerged from the trees and began approaching the mountain villa. Ooh. Oh my god! And hanging from the tip of the crane's huge arm was a massive iron bull! What? Better known as a wrecking. What the fuck? Oh my god, what? You have got to be fucking kidding me. Are they going to wreck the... I mean, obviously they're not going to wreck the criminals' entire property. They're probably just going to wreck everything near them so they get a fucking warning. And they're probably going to use that wreck and, you know, the distress of the criminals they're probably going to use that to their advantage. A special vehicle typically used for demolishing buildings that have been borrowed from a nearby construction company. Yeah, and his role today was... Oh my god! You've got to be kidding me. Oh my god! Yes, we got the advanced music back, guys. Oh my god, I've missed songs like this so much. Yeah! Sorry, I just kind of had to. Yeah, I fucking love this music. It's so good. They know how to make us, man. They seriously do. A son of raw echoed out from the entire, as the entire building shook as the criminals inside were violently shaken and fell to the ground. I mean, this is really fucking impressive. These people have literally got a wrecking ball from a crane and fucking wrecked the entirety of this building. I mean, God. There are some ways you can kill people. Well, not really kill people, just get people, you know, to surrender, as you know, without actually killing them, which would be the easiest option. Yeah, there are some ways to do it very cool, in a very cool fashion. Oh my god, that's so funny. Yeah, I'm actually really quite lucky that I think it's really quite good that the, you know, thing isn't actually, the wrecking ball isn't actually killing the criminals at the moment. They need to be careful not to kill them. Yeah. No, that's not, you've got to be kidding me. They can actually detect that. This is what? One man looked out through the barricaded window and groaned. Of course it's barricaded, yeah. And groaned as he realised that source of that quake. When he saw what he saw before his eyes was the shadow of a massive ball of iron, unlike anything he'd ever seen before. Hang on a second, I just want to get like an image of a wrecking ball up just to see like exactly what this guy is seeing. Kill yourself. This. Oh yeah, demolition. Well, I suppose this is like a little bit of an image. I mean, look at that! That is insane! I would not like to have somebody say, this is your fate, and then just wrecking ball. And it was letting out a colossal roar. We're heading this way again. Yeah, somebody's a little bit screwed. Yeah. You may have stolen shit from a gun shop and obviously done a lot of crimes beforehand, but yeah, I mean they've obviously done so many crimes. If you know they've actually had to do sieges on them. But my god, it's just so funny that they are not standing. Yeah, run. Oh yeah. Forgetting to even bother shooting back, the criminals panicked and fled the area. The next moment, the barricade was blown away with the sound like a bomb going off. Thanks to the impact of that blow, the two people were struck by the wall and fainted in agony. Jesus. You bastards! Do you not even care that there are hostages in here? Yeah, but at the same time, you are criminals. The police don't really have much value for criminal life. That's not it. Oh, interesting. Yeah, the police must know that the hostages aren't in this part of the building. I don't think they do. I think they're just doing this because, you know, they want to genuinely threaten the criminals so that, you know, they feel obligated to give the hostages back. Right. Thanks to intel, a suicide corpse found, and while investigating under the cover of the darkness, Yamaki already knew that the criminal group was stationed on the 3rd floor while the hostages were on the 2nd. Oh, interesting. So I didn't actually realise that this house had multiple floors. I thought it was just one. Yeah, okay, then that actually makes a lot more sense. Yeah, but my god. That really is quite something. So this person in the suicide corps, I mean, god, a suicide corps, fucking hell. Yeah, but they definitely would have been on the front lines. Based on that, they obtained blueprints of the mountain villa and carefully examined them to determine the best locations and angles to use the wrecking ball. Oh, interesting. Yeah, that's quite funny that, yeah, the police definitely know. Location damage was chosen to prevent them from using the window to launch a counter-attack. Oh yeah, fair enough, yeah. And next. Oh yeah, definitely. These people that were so strong beforehand can literally overthrow the police. They're completely weak now. What? Once again, the criminals staggered and fell to the ground from the intense vibration. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. Yeah, they may be criminals and they may be fit and strong, but they are only human. They will not. And obviously the laws of physics apply to them, of course they're gonna fall. And grasp when they saw the destruction right before them. Holy fuck, yeah. Oh my god, what was destroyed this time was the staircase leading to the 2nd floor. Yeah, it became the total wreck and it was no longer possible for a single person to slip through that. That's actually really quite good though, because the people here, they'll be trapped on the 3rd floor now. They won't actually be able to, you know, get the hostages. That's really good. Special vehicle corps reporting. Yeah, nice one. We successfully crushed the 3rd floor stairwell. Right, begin the 2nd phase. Oh my fucking god. All water cannon trucks. Surround the villager on all sides. Oh fucking hell. So they're not only gonna... Hang on a second, so water cannons. What are water cannons? Are they really what the name suggests? Do they actually fire water? Oh my god, they do! Oh, that's brilliant. They just fire massive streams of water throughout a hose. It's sort of like a really big hose, but obviously in this case used for military purposes. Could you imagine getting like a really harmful liquid? Like, for example, I don't know, bromium. That would be really quite funny, just getting bromium and stuff in one of those. I mean, it would be quite expensive, I'd assume, but like still, that would be so funny just to like put that to your enemies. I mean, my god, I don't think they'd be able to see again. Or chlorine! Oh my fucking god, chlorine. That's even better. If anything, that's basically already been done. Not in liquid form, but in gas form, of course. They're completely trapped up there though, that's the funny thing. Water cannons 1 through 3 are ready and standing
第4
by.
班射撃態勢完了。
Squad 4 is in firing
いつで
position,
もご命令を。
awaiting your orders.
第4班催涙弾水射。
Squad 4 commence tear gas
発
bombardment.
射と同時に第1から第3玄関口バリケードに突貫。行けー。
Yeah, brilliant. Squad 3 rush in as soon as the volley is fired and secure the entrance barricade. Go! You can tell these people are fucking sick of these criminals.
1階の犯人2名発砲にて抵抗したものの
Ooh,
確保に成功
that's brilliant, yeah. 2 offenders on the first floor have been apprehended after firing on us.
傷者は隊員1名軽傷の模様です
One squad member was wounded, but his injuries are minor.
入した大佐人質を確保しました
Oh, nice one. This is squad 3. We've secured the hostages.
生きてます
They're safe and alive. That's just really quite surprising, these people. I mean, this guy sounds really young. What the fuck? Oh my god! Wait, hang on a second. So the landlord for this villa has basically seen the police completely destroy his, I suppose, the home on the villa. Obviously the criminals were, you know, completely... I'd assume what they were doing, they forced him out of his home and then... Yeah, my god, they probably destroyed his home in pursuit of actually catching the criminals. God. Oh, man. Yeah, the landlord standing behind Yamaki immediately broke down and started crying as he heard the report. One of the hostages was his wife. Oh my god. That must be so... God, he must be so scared. There was still far too soon to rejoice, but that news alone was enough to put his heart at ease. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. He doesn't even care about the fact this house is completely destroyed, yeah. Just then. Yeah.
どうした第一
Squad 1, what happened?
前野何があった
Mine, what's going on? It was a moment of carelessness. Oh no, a moment can cost a lot though. As Squad 2 emerged from the slope of the mountainside to break the barrier on the first floor, Squad 1 led by Mayanor passed by them and used a ladder to invade the third floor. And then they found the room where the criminals were holed up, and the moment they all prepared themselves for a simultaneous assault. Oh shit! No way, has somebody died as a result of this? Shit. Oh my god. The armed gunman screamed and pulled the trigger the moment he saw the riot police. Fuck. Oh my god. Minor was commanding the group from behind him regrettably. As he turned around, the bullet shot straight through the kneecap and in his right leg. Oh my god. Okay, that is bad. Oh my god, Minor is such a big guy. I mean, to be fair, I've heard that name even, Chief Minor or something like that. He's a really, really high rank, whatever he is. But yeah, he is still alive, so he's obviously survived this. But at the same time, though, that's so scary, you know, potentially being shot. God, that is bad, though. Captain? Yeah, oh my god. Right, they can't think about this. They really need to tackle this gunman. All strength drained from his leg. Minor collapsed to the ground in agony. Oh no. Oh my god, this is a really, really bad place to actually be, though. This is right near, you know, where the groups of criminals are actually going to be, right before the door. Fucking hell. The squad members in the back rushed to cover him with their bulletproof shields. Oh yeah, nice. But their movement was delayed because they turned their attention towards the noises coming from the room. Oh. Oh no, shit, this is it for me. Fuck. Oh my god. Minor watched as the criminal pointed the gun towards his head and then closed his eyes. And then... Oh yeah. I mean, they're not really allowed to use firearms many times, but at the same time, I think in a time like this, it really would be suitable to do so. A dry, explosive pop came from behind. And following that, Minor heard something falling to the floor in front of him and opened his eyes again. No. What? Somebody has genuinely saved his life. The criminal had fallen to the ground and wasn't moving. Yeah, and the source of that gunshot behind him.
Minai-san.
Oh my god. It's Tomoya's dad. Wow. Come on, Carl. This is squad 2. We've taken control of the 3rd floor. Oh yeah, nice one, yeah. Right, that's actually really good. All but one of the perpetrators have been arrested. Yeah, they need to get that last perpetrator. All but one. Yeah, what happened to the other one? Was he killed? Yeah, he had to have been. I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh god. Oh god, you're gonna have to answer to Yamaoki. I wish you good luck. Yeah. You're saying it's like to me, so one of my subordinates, Deputy Inspector Minai, fired back. Yeah. The target was shot and is currently in a state of cardiac arrest. Yamaoki couldn't help but sigh after hearing that report. Oh yeah, fair enough. Yeah. He didn't lament his subordinate's mistake. Oh, interesting. Yeah, it's interesting that they feel this is a mistake. Yeah. He cursed his own failure to come up with an appropriate strategy, which gave him no choice but to act accordingly. Oh yeah. Interesting. Oh god, yeah. Yeah, and I mean, even though this person is a criminal, I really wonder if Yamaoki actually has the guilt of, you know, a life being taken thanks to, you know, a mistake. Just not the best plan. Oh yeah, fair enough, yeah. I wish we carried out a feint operation to keep all of their attention on a single place. Yeah. Although, even if they carried out a feint operation, the leader of the attack would be in danger of getting sniped by the criminals. What is a feint operation? So deceive the enemy as to the location of time of the actual, or time of the actual decisive operation. It's designed to draw defensive action towards the point and the result, and is usually used as a diversion to force the enemy to concentrate more manpower in a different area to weaken the opposing force in another area. Oh yeah, understandable, yeah. Unlike a related... Yeah, was actual contact with the enemy. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. Yeah, I agree. 2 agents had already lost their lives, yeah, and one more was still in a critical situation, so strong measures had to be taken to, yeah, ensure there will be no more sacrifices.
それで前の
Yeah. They're mine.
君の方は無事か
Are you safe?
すみません
Oh,
膝を打たれました
God. He's taking this so well, though, my God. It really must just be quite surprising just having to, you know, say to your boss, yeah, I was hit in the knee, I've literally been shot. The amount of pain he must be having to hide right now, I don't even want to imagine it. I'm sorry, I was hit in the knee.
しかし命には別状はありません
But my life isn't in danger. God, that's so surprising. He's literally been shot in the knee, and yet his life isn't in
それよ
danger.
り
That really is quite surprising. More
あ
importantly,
あ分かっているそれ以上は言うな
right, I understand. No need to say anything
と
more.
にかくすぐに救護班を用意させる
Anyway, we'll have the rescue team sent in right away. Yeah,
ご
good
苦労
idea.
だった
I think that's really quite nice, you know, thanking him for everything that he's done. Thank you for your service. Yamaki cut off the transceiver after saying that. Oh, right. And then he was to riot police escort the criminals this way as the media flocked to take pictures.
未来を助けてくれか
Help me, Mari, huh?
分かっているともそれくらいは
I already know that much. By now, they were probably already reporting on the TV staff that one of the perpetrators... Oh my God, yeah! No, but the only thing is that's really bad for him, you know, his image, and obviously, just the, you know, the entire name of the police force. Yeah. But at the same time, what's more important in the current situation? You know, Mayanor's life completely getting screwed over. Or, yeah, because he would have been shot in the head. There's no way he would have been alive after that. Or, you know, the police's, I don't know, sense of justice and pride. Is that more important than somebody's life? No. So, yeah. I think it's good what he did. But unlike the T University incident, this time they had made various preparations with the interview team and oh god. Yeah, I mean, definitely media is advancing more and more. That really doesn't surprise me, but yeah, god. That's going to be really quite awful, so they're probably going to have to interview the person that actually... They're probably going to have to interview me now. I feel bad for him. That is going to be really difficult. Yeah, aside from the gossip magazines, the major newspapers and key TV stations should follow directions, and in which case, what they needed to do going forward was... Yeah.
山沖総隊長結城幕僚長がお呼びです
Commander Yamaoki, Chief of Staff Yuki, is
今後の
calling.
広報対処について相談があるとのことです
He'd like to speak with you about public relations measures going forward.
ああ分かった
Right, understood.
すぐに行く
I'll head straight over. Now, from this point on was the true opportunity to exercise his skills. He couldn't let an exceptional detective be sacrificed just to appease humanitarian. Oh yeah, definitely not. I mean, that's actually quite interesting, even though this person was holding a gun to a police officer. I suppose in these times, if if a police officer has actually shot somebody, they could potentially lose their jobs. It really is quite surprising to me that, like, even though, they're in such dangerous circumstances, and secondly, like, they have guns, and they have actually threatened to shoot a police officer. Even though that's the case, like, they still get in trouble for shooting somebody else. It's surprising, like, genuinely. So what's the next one? So, Yamaki card. Yeah, so this is what we'll read next, it looks like. Right. Wonder what this is going to be.
まさかここまでやってくれるとはな。
Ooh, interesting. So Oishi has, you know, some say on this. That's actually really quite nice. We're going to see a really young version of Oishi. 1970 though, fucking hell. They really need to be careful because if you know, Yusuke, Minai, obviously, loses this job, that is not going to be very good. I mean, obviously, we know that he hasn't, but, like, yeah, they really need to fight so that, I don't know, that actually happens, he doesn't lose his job. Yeah, he really needs to, I really hope Yamaki has actually, you know, been the person that, you know, just thanks to his efforts, you know, Yusuke hasn't been able to lose his job. Right, okay, yeah, let's get ready. So, I can't believe they went this far. It's going to be really quite interesting seeing Oishi's perspective on this. I got down some warm alcohol and let out alongside. Once I give my stomachs to release the tension. Hold up. Delicious liqueur and horse duo viewers. What is that? Oh, that's alcohol, right. My tongue, I'm grown accustomed to cheap sake and stew served at bar. Oh, maybe that's a stew. I don't know. This is clearly beyond my means. Oh. Even when I received this invitation, I never dreamed that the Metropolitan Police Department would show such generous hospitality, and I felt a twinge of regret for showing up empty-handed.
せめてMinaiさんがいてくれたら気が楽だったんだが。
At the very least, it would be nice if Minai-san was here. Why isn't he? After meeting Deputy who expected Minai at a networking meeting in Tokyo a few years back, we became friends and would go out drinking together any time I came to Tokyo. Wow, because that really is nice. Yeah, it's interesting that Tomoe had, you know, a really quite significant relationship with Oishi's father as well as Tomoe herself. And Madoka as well, my god. He was originally supposed to be here acting as an intermediary for Commissioner Yamaoki, but unfortunately something urgent came up that demanded his attention, so he wouldn't be coming. Alright.
おいさん、まあそう固くならずに。
Oishi-san, don't be so stiff.
Minai君からも酒にはお強いと伺っております。
Minai-kun told me that you're quite a drinker.
そうそう、どうぞご遠慮なくやってください。
Come on, no need to hesitate. No need to completely zone out due to alcohol.
いやー、お恥ずかしい。
Embarrassing.
こういう畳敷きの広い場所で飲むのは温泉地に慰安旅行に行った時ぐらいのものでして。
Oh my god. Wow, the only time I've drunk in a wide open tatami room like this was when I was on a hot spring rave vacation.
田舎での小心者ですから妙に身構えてしまうんですよ。
I'm a humble countryman, so I feel a little bit out of my element. Yep.
そんなご謙遜を。
So humble. Yeah, he's definitely a little bit hesitant and completely wasting himself with alcohol.
とりあえずこんなジジイの尺で大変恐縮ですが、もう一つどうぞ。
Anyway, let an old man show his gratitude by pouring you another.
ああ、これはすみません。
Thank you.
おっとっとっと。ああ、 いい匂いだ
I love
な
that he can't even resist it. I mean, to be fair, it is expensive alcohol, so yeah. Oh, it smells nice.
いい日本酒ってのは香りだけで酔わせてくれますね
I love that. Good alcohol can get you drunk off the scent alone. Gotta think if you were drunk off the scent of alcohol, my god. I couldn't imagine working in, for example, I mean, not really some sort of alcohol production that made it so that you could smell like the entirety of the alcohol before it went into the... Now, alcohol factories, I wonder if they must smell of alcohol. Like, if you go to the stages where the alcohol is actually poured into the bottle. In theory. That's actually really quite funny though. I wonder why they're, you know, showing really generous hospitality. I mean, yeah. Yeah, so I really wonder what's actually came up that's urgent for him. Yamaki really sounds like the person that he is not shy when he showed alcohol. I don't know, I kind of get the impression of that. The commissioner poured some warm alcohol into my cup as I said that, and I took a drink. Even after tasting it again, I can confidently say this is really good alcohol. Yeah, he's lucky. Yeah, it would be beautiful if it would be wonderful if a beautiful young lady was the one pouring it for me. But enjoying a drink recommended by a superior is nice too. Yeah, I suppose so. It means, I mean, even though it isn't a lady, it means obviously you are in good terms with work, and obviously you have relations that you've liked, which is always going to be an advantage in your job. Of course. I love that Oishi is so desperate. I mean, of course he wishes that, you know, this could be a Thinking that and not wanting to be rude to Yamaki-san, I decided to believe that and smiled to him.
いやそれにしても山沖さんにはほとほと頭が下がりますね
Anyway, oh my, anyway, my hat's off to you, Yamaki-san.
わざわざ私なんかのためにこんな素敵な席を設けてくださったんですから
Yeah, it's actually really quite nice that he did this. I wonder why. I mean, was it just a special
本当にあり
occasion?
がたい限りですよ
You went to a lot of trouble to prepare this for me. I do sincerely appreciate it.
何をおっしゃいます
What are you talking about?
大石さんには今回の白樺山荘の籠城事件で
Oh.
大変お世話になりました
Wait, hang on a second. So Oishi actually had like direct involvement in the siege. Wow. What did he do?
地元警察と我ら警視庁との連携がつがなく行えたのもひとえにあなたのご協力があってのことと祐介いやうちの見ないからお聞きしております彼の分までお礼を言わせてください
The local police and the Metropolitan Police Department were only able to collaborate so seamlessly thanks to your help. Yeah, that's really quite nice. That's what Yusuke, I mean, Mina told me. So please let me thank him on his behalf. Yeah, so I really wonder what he's actually
いやいや
done.
私は別に大したことなんてしていませんよ
Nah. That's what everyone always does, just put themselves down whenever they're
ちょっ
complimented.
と
Nah.
脇腹をつついて冷やかしてやっただけです
Oh, interesting. So, whatever this prodding at people's size has done, it's definitely reduced their workload, I suppose. And the difficulty of it.
偉そうに見せようとふんぞり返るのも結構ですが武装した犯人にはそんなはったり
God,
は
yeah,
通じませんよ
definitely.
ってね
Yeah, and I mean, these criminals are actually armed if they have a gun. I remember like one literally pointing their head to Minai. Wait, no, hang on a second. It wasn't Minai. It was Mine even. And then, you know, Minai was the one that shot that person. Yeah. Oh my god, that was so cool, that thing I played last night. The raid. That's actually really quite interesting, that. So I really wonder what actually made the communication so much easier. But of course, if you know, Oysters make communication easier, that's going to be so beneficial. I mean, the Metropolitan Police Department, they are goats. And obviously Logo Police as well. Full professionals. They'd be really good to get on the good side of. Which obviously they have in this case. Compared to MPD investigators and riot police who were used to deal with violent criminals on a daily basis. Jesus, so these people were actually used. Well, that is impressive. The folks at Prefectural Police HQ weren't just lacking in skills and equipment, courage too. Oh yeah, understandable, yeah. It's beyond reckless to expect people like that to brave the danger of going up against hold up armed criminals using hostages as shields. Oh my god, definitely. Yeah. In fact, I was ready to smack the person responsible for upside the head when I heard they hadn't even distributed bulletproof vests to the investigators from the get-go. That is surprising. Wait, hang on a second. So I thought I knew they had bulletproof shields because, you know, after Yusuke shot the person, they put bulletproof shields in front of the person that was shot. But like, they tried to shoot. But yeah. Even so, perhaps fueled largely by a sense of inferiority rather than bowing down to the MPD, the higher-ups stubbornly refused to work together. Thanks to that, their posture for dealing with the criminal group was completely inadequate, and their internal raid was repelled immediately, making the effort completely meaningless and resulting in some serious injury. God, that's awful. Yes, just because of bad prepared people with, bad preparation, people have actually resulted in, having, let's just say, bearing the consequences themselves. It's brutal, that it really is. You shouldn't prepare badly. I think they probably learnt from this, though. You have to be decisive and you need to be smart, and you obviously really need to know when to time things and, just have a full plan in mind if you're dealing with people as dangerous as this. That's actually really quite surprising though. They're literally going up against armed criminals, and yet they haven't even got bulletproof vests. And I mean, we definitely saw the consequences of that. Well, they did actually, we didn't, but like still, yeah, you get what I mean. And so, the other investigators on scene and I argue with other management and appeal for them to delegate authority to the riot police. Oh yeah, that's understandable, yeah. Yeah, because if, what was the highest rank? It wasn't Prefectural Police, it was Metropolitan Police Department. Come on, if the Metropolitan Police Department, like... Yeah, so if the Metropolitan Police Department can't, you know, sort of get the urgency of the situation intact, really, of course they're going to need to, you know, go, really. Yeah, that's actually really quite smart, though, yeah. Delegation to the riot police, yeah. Thanks to that, overall command authority was handed to the riot police when we took care of the logistical support, and as a result, the third raid on the Mountain Villa was a success. Yeah, that is really interesting. Even though, you know, the Metropolitan Police Department, really high, really skilled police, they don't have a very skilled organisation, it looks like. I mean, yeah. If you firstly can't agree on something, and secondly, you know, in a matter as important as this, look, this shit is fucking important. It really is.
大井さんたちが県警の方々を説得してくれなかったら、山荘への突入はさらに遅れていたでしょう。
Oi-san, if you and the others hadn't gone through to the Prefectural Police, the Mountain Villa raid would have been delayed even further. Damn.
そうなれば中で囚われていた人質の身はさらに危険なものとなっていたに違いない。
And if that had happened, the hostages inside would have been in even more danger.
実際身柄を保護した管理人の奥方は衰弱が激しく、精神的なストレスもあって、現在も長期入院を余儀なくされていますからね。
Oh, poor girl, my god. In fact, the landlord's wife suffered so much mental trauma she was taken into protection and had to stay hospitalised for a long time. I mean, at least she's in good hands. It's actually quite funny, like, yeah, she's now in hostage. She's now in, I don't know, care of the hospital, as opposed to care of bloody criminals. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah. Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more. It's just really quite sad that as a result of, you know, them taking so long to... I mean, even though it is sad that action wasn't taken sooner enough, I mean, to be honest, I'm really quite surprised that even though these people were higher up, like, in the Metropolitan Police Department, they still couldn't, you know, make a sensible sort of...
raid.
I know, you did more than enough. Yeah, my god.
Yeah, that's really nice, yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Yourself. That's my daily abuse shouted at my phone. Fucking hell, man. I literally turned the alarm off. I swear to God. Shit's so annoying. Oh no. Now I'm in an uncomfortable position. Thank you. God. That's actually really quite interesting though. So, like, if I mean, there were so many more effects than... I really wonder what's actually happened with the other hostages. I mean, obviously, if she's had mental trauma, I mean, obviously, it must be... They must have not treated them well, let's just say that. And I mean, they are criminals, why would they do so?
Oh yeah, fair.
As far as I'm concerned, that alone is more than a job well done. Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, he's literally the commissioner, so yeah. Hearing you say that makes me feel at ease.
うちの県警の連中ときたら自意識過剰っていうか、 東京の方々に対して対抗意識を持ってる奴らが多いですからね。
The prefectural police staff are overly self-conscious. Many of them do feel a sense of rivalry with the folks in Tokyo.
こういう時にこそガチンと言っておかなくては。
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. At times like these, you have to speak sternly with people.
連中にもいい薬になったと思いますよ。
I think this is a good medicine for them. Oh yeah, definitely. I think it just really shows, like, you know, their stubborn attitudes. Really quite, yeah, I suppose you really need to,
いえいえ、本来なら我々警視庁も県警の方々の立場を尊重して事を進める予定だったんですがね。
Oh no, we at MPD originally intended to proceed while respecting the authority of the prefectural police.
あれ以上もたもたしていると人質の安否や
Oh
お
yeah,
ろか
definitely, yeah.
犠牲者がさらに増えていたかもしれない。
Yeah, but moving any slower would likely have compromised the safety of the hostages, or even increased the number of casualties.
申し訳ないと思いつつも苦渋の選択でした。
I'm terribly sorry, it was a painful choice to
そ
make.
のあたりをぜひ皆さんにもご理解いただけましたらありがたいです。
It'd be nice if everyone could understand that.
ねえ、分かっていますって。
Right, I totally understand.
捜査一課長と公安課長にはちゃんと話をつけておきますから。
I'll have a nice long talk with the section chief of the first division and the section chief of public security.
どうぞ休んじてお任せあれなんてね。
Rest assured, you can leave that to me. Just kidding. Yeah, they really can't. They really can't just listen to, you know, basic authority rules, and obviously, you know, they can't fulfill sort of, I don't know, the desires of, you know, the prefectural police, just to, you know, compete, and obviously be really quite self-conscious about authority. So, yeah, they need to be careful in what they actually do. But at the same time, this is an emergency. They can't do that. That's fair. I suppose when he says it was a painful choice to make, like, talking about Metropolitan Police Department sort of forcing themselves on the, you know, road, and meaning they have to work with, you know, prefectural police. Yeah, it really is good medicine for them, make them, you know, more experienced to working with different members of the police force, really. Oh yeah, Yamaki really is good. Oh, the 1st Division Section Chief of Prefectural HQ and the Section Chief of Public Security were actually old Mahjong partners. I'm like, that's actually really quite funny, but I just like every police officer played Mahjong, I swear to God. They must have investigated the depth of those connections before asking me to act as the intermediary.
もっともここまでやってもらっちゃ断れませんがね。
Although there was no way I could refuse after going so far. Oh yeah, fair enough, yeah. If we were following standard protocol, you'd simply You simply have to meet with each section chief directly and offer them your gratitude while clearly explaining the situation. But they figured somebody who'd actually endured dangerous crime scenes, especially a local detective like myself, would be a nice touch for getting through to them. Oh yeah, definitely, because he would really be able to comprehend the urgency. That's right, in addition to working hard for gratitude, they were seeking mediation so the people in the field could save face. And I couldn't exactly feel bad about them wanting to make me a key player. Oh no, definitely not. Yeah, I was grateful enough for that sentiment alone. Yeah, that's really nice.
そういえば例の酒いかがでしたか
By the way, how was the alcohol you all received after that incident?
あの程度で皆さんの老行の代価とは思っておりませんが、
I mean, that's
お口に
understandable,
合え
but at
ば
the
よ
same
か
time,
っ
it's
たのです
alcohol.
が
I don't think it was suitable conversation for this extent of everyone's troubles, but I hope you enjoyed it. Oh, at least it's something.
to とんでもない、十分ですよ。
Don't be upset, it was more than enough.
鹿島桜でしたか。
Oh, it was Kasima Sakura, wasn't it?
あんなうまい酒は飲んだことがないと、うちの署の連中、大喜びでしたよ。
Wow, everyone in the station was overjoyed. They say they'd never tasted anything better. What's Kasima Sakura? Right, how much does it cost? Looks like some sort of anime. Wait, no, maybe a manga actually. It's based on it. Wow, Jesus Christ. I'm seeing like 49 quid. I don't know though. No, it's not even. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm seeing completely unrelated search results anyway, so. Yeah. Oh, I wonder, it's probably one of those things that you can only get by searching in Japanese, but I can't be asked.
実は南井の地元に なかなかの酒蔵がありましてね。
There was actually quite an impressive brewery near me nice hometown.
私は時々買い付けているんですが、いやー、なかなかのものです。
Of course he does. He really sounds like the person that not only earns a shit ton of money from his policing, career, because he is the commissioner at this time, as opposed to, Section G for First Division. But yeah, he earns a shit ton of money, and he actually can buy alcohol. And let's just say, I don't think he holds back. Buy myself from time to time, though. Actually, pretty
僕
often.
たちも勝手に封を開けて飲んでしまうくらいで、最近では見つからないように隠しているくらいですよ。
Oh my god, that's so funny. Was the bottomless would uncork them without permission to have a drink. So these guys have been hiding it from them.
お気持ちはよーく
Yeah, now that I
わ
can
かります
totally
よ。
understand. That's so typical, though. This is a secret to everyone, but I actually swiped one of those bottles. No, 2 bottles, but I gave one of them to my mentor as a show of gratitude. Oh my god. Wait, you've got to be kidding me. So he's basically stolen a bottle from... He's stolen 2 bottles from the chief. I think that's even worse that he's given it to, somebody to show gratitude, even though he's stolen it of somebody. Oh my god. He was a heavy drinker himself, so he was thrilled of it. Oh.
にしても
Yeah,
残
that's
念です
scary.
ね。
Anyway, it's a shame.
ぜひとも今夜はその鹿島桜の酒
Yeah,
蔵
definitely,
を南さんに教えてもらいたかったのに。
I don't think that's the only thing he can say that would be nice about it. Yeah, of course. It would be nice about other things, but still, that would be relevant to discussion, yeah.
休養が入っちまうとは。ついてないですよ。
But then he got called an urgent business. What poor luck.
いやいや、申し訳ありません。
Oh no, I'm terribly sorry.
あいつも今日の会合を楽しみにしていたのですが、ちょいと
God.
本店に呼び出されまして。
God, I wonder why that actually happened. God, I hope nothing's, happening concerning his job. He was really looking forward. By the way, could you imagine if the criminals that had actually killed, Minai were the ones that he tried to, that he needed to, were the ones that he'd eliminated one of the members of just there? That would be insane. He was really looking forward to today's meeting, but the main office, MPD HQ, called him in.
上司も松葉杖をついて
Oh.
一緒に上京しています。
Oh, damn. And his boss is currently on crutches, so they had to go to Tokyo together. Well, he definitely sounds like the person that, yeah, he is going to do a little bit of naughty stuff.
上司
Boss?
ああ、気の強いエリートさんですね。
Oh, you mean that strong-willed elite course candidate? I wonder who this is. I suddenly recalled the face of the talented young man who stood beside Detective Minai. Oh, interesting. So Minai is Minai's boss, right? His name was, that's right, I'm sure it was Minai. God, so he's in crutches, fucking hell. He must have really fared badly from this incident. His rank was Chief Inspector, but since he was in the career group and passed the National Civil Service exam, he was far younger than his subordinate, Minai-san. Oh, right. He was a bit hard to get along with, but he had the guts and the wild spirit. Oh yeah, that's good. I mean, it is a little bit of a shame he's hard to get along with, but at the same time, that is all you need. Yeah, he was quite a remarkable young man. Yeah, that's nice.
いやー、あの勇敢さはなかなか大したもの
He's
だ。
got some impressive courage.
ああいう高学歴の方は、鉄砲の音を聞いただけでブルっちまう
Oh
もんだ
yeah,
と思う。
yeah, understandable. Yeah, people from a highly educated background usually cower at the sound of gunshots.
自ら危険なチームの指揮を買って出るなんて、ベテラン刑事でもなかなかできることではありませんよ。
God. That's actually really quite impressive. Not even veteran detectives would be so quick to volunteer to take command of such a dangerous team.
いやいや、勇敢と無鉄砲は違いますよ。
Oh yeah, definitely though. Courage is rational, I suppose, but recklessness, yeah, that's just either having too much courage or so much so that you do really get irrational stuff, or the other way around, just because you have too little
突入の
courage.
際は周辺の紹介を念入りに行うようにと命じていたのに、
Oh.
あの低たらくですから。
Oh god, so yeah, he was actually really quite reckless. He didn't even do the order he was meant to do. He was meant to patrol the surrounding area. Shit, I really wonder if as a result of patrolling the area, maybe... No, I think if he patrolled the area, that person wouldn't have been able to, you know, completely snipe them from the back. This is how things
一時
stand out.
は肝を冷
Yeah,
や
I was
しまし
terrified for a
た。
while. Yeah, fair enough, yeah. Oh my god, he must have got a stern telling off. Holy fuck.
Oh, そういや、突入時に怪我をされた
Oh
そう
yeah,
ですね。
definitely, yeah. Now that you mention it, I did hear he was injured when he went in.
でも、杖つきでも歩けるってことは大事がなさそうで、何よりじゃないですか。
Yeah, fair enough. But it's not so serious that you have to walk with a cane, so it's all good, isn't it? Right.
見ないのおかげでね。
Oh my god, yeah, definitely, yeah. Yeah. He would have fucking died if it wasn't for, I keep thinking Tomoe when I see Minai, but no, Yusuke. Listening to the reply and seeing the bitter smile on his face, I was able to grasp the situation. Minai-san was considerate and didn't seem like the kind of person who would shoot at a dangerous criminal out of emotional outbursts, but I see. So that's how it was. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
見ないは前のが公安に配属された当時、
Oh,
彼の
interesting.
指
So I
導
think,
教官を務めていまして、
yeah. So I really think he's just overstretched his boundaries just because of how much significance, you know, Mino actually has to him.
その縁あって階級が逆転した後も師弟というか、年の離れた兄弟みたいな関係なんですよ。
God, that really is such a person. That is such a good person to have as your boss, though. My God. That's actually really quite nice that, you know, he's been initially assigned to public security and then, you know, he's really been able to be eased in and just, you know, feel valued by, you know, Yusuke. And obviously develop a really nice connection.
そういや、そんな感じでしたね。
Oh yeah, definitely. Now that you mention it, I can see that. Even in the handful of times I saw the two of them together, Chief Inspector Minor always addressed Minai-san in an honorific tone and never tried to act like a superior. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, that really just shows how much of a connection they have. And even when he had to be warned about things he said and did, yeah, he accepted it completely frankly. Yeah, that's really good, yeah. When we saw that, we said it was funny how somebody as proud as him has such a cute side to him.
つまり、本店に呼び出された理由がそれですか。
In other words, that's the reason he was called into the main office.
山木さん、
Yamaki-san.
南井さんの処分。
Yeah, what is the situation with Minai-san's punishment?
それを今査問にかけているところです。
There's an ongoing inquiry into the incident.
全然お咎めなしというわけにはいかないで
That's the
しょうが
trickiest
ね。
thing. I mean, it's just really quite fucked to think that, like, even though, I mean, obviously, the police can't shoot unless somebody actually fires a bullet. Even though this person is literally having a gun pointed to their head, like, they can't fire. It just really doesn't make much sense. To be fair, they could have wrestled the person that was pointing the gun, but at the same time, that would have got the other criminals on alert. Yeah, he fired live rounds at a criminal, even though... Oh god, yeah, a no fire order was in effect. Yeah, that is really bad. But at the same time, though, I mean, I'm just really quite surprised that the circumstances don't change it much. Oh, yeah, that really does make it worse, yeah. Even though the criminals were armed and had already killed 3 people by that point in time. Yeah, it's just really quite nuts. The fact that a policeman shot and killed a criminal while under strict no-fire orders was an extremely bad move. Yeah, definitely. I mean, to be fair, at least it ensured Mayanor's safety. I mean, Yusuke would have been destroyed if, you know, he actually had some sort of death. It would be like having, you know, a younger brother completely killed. What the... Jesus. Oh my god. Okay, that is bad. Holy fuck. No, but at the same time, could you really apply that to this? Because this was done out of pure urgency. Because a gun was literally pointed to his head. There was an incident just like Saskia where a police officer shot and killed a ship hijacker, and the officer was charged with murder. This may be putting the cart before the horse. But the modern trend was to overlook these sorts of incidents.
しかしおかしな話だ。
But there's something strange about that.
南井さんが撃っていなかったら足を撃たれていた捜査員前の警部はおそらく目前に迫った犯人によって殺されていたでしょう。
There's something strange about that. If Minai-san hadn't fired that shot, then the already wounded officer, Chief Inspector Mayanor, would probably have been killed by the criminal in question.
それは周囲の証言も、そしてテレビカメラの映像も十分に正当防衛であると証明してくれているじゃないですか。
The testimony of surrounding people and the footage from TV cameras should be enough to prove he was acting in legitimate self-defense, right?
それでも現場にいない人々にとっては建前の方が大事なんですよ。
Nevertheless, the people watching from the sidelines place a great emphasis on saving face. Even if an officer is shot and killed, they'd just say it's an unavoidable part of this line of work. Yeah, but on the other hand, shooting an armed criminal to ensure safety would cause a huge outcry demanding punishment for the illegal deed. Yeah, no, I know. This could potentially be really bad. I mean, I don't think it will go as bad as murder, but at the same time, I mean, what if, for example, he has to lose his job? It could be likely. Or severe punishment, meaning, I don't know, he's demoted or something like that. Who knows? God, murder though, I mean, that is really bad. It is really good they have footage from TV cameras. That is going to help their inquiries so much. Well, the police VIPs or politicians. Yeah. I don't know who said it first, but neglect of the people in the field had its limits. Bullshit. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah. Criminals can kill 3 people, but with armed weapons. But when the police fire, oh boy. Yeah, shit's getting real. Like, why can't the police fight even though the criminals can? It just really doesn't make much sense. Some of the strong proponents of democracy consider police officers and soldiers like guard dogs or hunting dogs and forget that they're actual human lives while spouting off their ideals. Oh, yeah, no, they're delusions. Yeah, definitely, yeah. But those people are human too. Of course they consider their parents, siblings, their wife and children more important than their job. Yeah. What on earth guarantees them their rights, their pride? God. God, I hope that's not going to be the case. So in the end, Mina-san is going to be discharged. Good. Oh no, I won't let it go that far. Oh, damn. Oh, that's brilliant. That is really good, yeah. Now that's interesting. I think obviously Yamaki and Yusuke, they did have a connection beforehand, but yeah, this is really how they met. And obviously, it's just so funny that like Yamaki was working with Yusuke and now, you know, working with Madoka and Tomoe and kind of engaged to Madoka as well. That's actually really quite good though, yeah. Nice. And the guys that I have a case I want him to be in charge of. So I wonder what this case actually is.
それで大丈夫なんですか？
Right, is that really alright?
確か以前シージャック犯を射殺した刑事さんは刑事告発されて罷免。
Oh, damn.
上の方々も何人かがお辞めになられたと聞きましたが。
But in the case where a detective killed a ship hijacker, I heard that the detective was dismissed and some of the higher-ups even resigned.
何？私たちとて指を加
Yeah,
え
yeah,
て
definitely.
黙
Yeah,
ってい
yeah,
るわ
yeah.
けではありませんよ。
Well, you can't expect us to stick our fingers in our mouths and keep quiet. I love that analogy, stick our fingers in our mouths. Yeah, definitely.
そもそも彼らに危険を負わせて命令を下す権限は彼らの公庫の憂いを取り除く義務を果たしてこそ担う資格を得るものと私は思っています。
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Yeah, they can never put people's lives at risk if they, you know, don't even know if the outcome is going to be to their
なれ
favour.
ばこそその行動に正当性
Yeah,
を保証するの
good.
が
That's really good.
私の
Yamaki
役
is very, very high up, so, yeah, if he has a lot of influence, so I think he could definitely, him being on the good side of, you know, Yusuke's actions, boom, that's going to be really, really good for his case. In which case, it's my duty to guarantee the legitimacy of his
全力
actions.
でもって未来のことを守るつもりです。
So I'll do everything in my power to protect me now.
すごいな。
Incredible. There's no sarcasm there. Oh, yeah, good for him. I mean, not only to be able to say this, just so, I think it's just really quite funny, like, this, even if you prepared something like this, it probably wouldn't be as, you know, natural and from the heart as this. I mean, yeah, the fact that you can just say something as, you know, really brave and just well put as that, just, I suppose just in the time of a conversation, yeah, it really is impressive. Yeah. I do. Unlike the so-called elites, the real elites have the great resolve and strong compassion. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. Even in the siege operation, when it was overwhelming to see all of his subordinates acting beyond their duties. Yeah, it was amazing. To the point I felt totally outclassed. It was only natural when they had a boss like that. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. He is the one that is going to push them so much, and he is going to make the best outcomes, also with the safest outcomes as well. Which is really quite surprising, because you would have thought if people were being pushed to the limit, maybe, you know, death may be more likely. But no, it's really good that. The so-called elites make it so that this operation was a disaster. Made it so even.
そういや、ミナイさんが撃ち殺したっていうあの下道野郎。
Oh yeah, you could just see the you could just hear the detest in his voice. By the way, about that bastard that Minai-san
名
killed.
前なんて言いましたっけ？
What did you say their name was again?
確か滝口和則。
So it was Takiguchi Kazunori,
東都大学の学生ですよ。
student at Toto University. God, so you've been a university student and then you turned to being a criminal. That's fucking sad.
T 大学籠城事件の時にも
Oh
あの
right.
顔を見たことがあります。
Interesting. I recall seeing his face at the T University siege incident. All right. Interesting. So I really wonder what the significance of that is. I hope we're going to learn. Right. So. What's the next one we have? Right, so Lowell Scan was fragment number 13, so it should be the 5th one here. Hell yeah. Right, here we are. See what this is then. Ooh. Ooh, incident summary. Wonder what the Lowell scandal is. Now, that's actually interesting that in both of the sieges they have actually done, this guy has had one connection with, or has had a connection with, really. Why did I say one connection? Incident summary. What is the Lowell scandal? Yeah, what is it? It's a series of medical incidents that... series of medical incidents that occurred from the late 1960s into the 1970s where mild to moderate psychiatric patrons who were prescribed the placebo medication began exhibiting abnormal... What? Wait, hang on a second, what? That's weird. Because placebo B was the drug that was actually being... You remember in Higurashi the thing that was being, like, you know, the talk the health minister was actually doing at the I think it was the Kakyushi hospital actually that had stuff that was relating to placebo B. So that's interesting. They've redeveloped the drug, and obviously to a point it can actually be tested on people, and obviously it'll help people. Yeah. It also refers to the scrutiny of the drug evaluation process after it was revealed that board reviewers were receiving large bribes in an international corruption scandal. Oh God, that's insane though. So the directors were literally distributing unsafe medicine just so they could have, you know, money. Let's be real. Placebo was created by a certain... certain foreign company called Lowell Pharmaceutical, and was originally developed to treat mental illness, in particular to combat anxiety and depression in patients. It received a lot of attention as a potential silver bullet for treating depression, which was otherwise regarded as an incurable illness. Yeah. I suppose it always is incurable. It's even incurable now. All you can do is reduce its effects. You can't really cure it permanently. You can make not having it more likely, but you can't fully stop it. However, it was found that the drug often induced side effects when taken and was considered dangerous from the start. Oh God. In Western countries, especially in Northern Europe, it wasn't classified as a dangerous drug, but it still hadn't been classified as an approved medication either. Nevertheless, it was approached as a licensed drug in Japan in 1962 and intended to be used by medical institutions as a wonder drug for treating mental illness, which was a major social problem at the time. Does this actually exist, or is this just... Oh, it actually does exist. Right. Interesting. Oh, wait, hang on a second. I'm being so fucking stupid. Yeah, why is that A in a fancy font? It's alpha, not A. You idiot. I want to die. But in 1970, the side effects of passed away and accompanying litigation. The fuck is litigation mean? Oh, the process of taking legal action, right? Yeah, it's mitigation, which is management, and then mitigation. What is an agenda item? That's just something to be considered. In response, a survey was conducted to determine if there were any similar cases observed in Japan. Surprisingly enough, there were quite a few incidents involving personal damage. Oh. They found the number was even in the 1,000. What the fuck? Jesus. It was an abnormal situation because the number of doctors who handle mental illness was far smaller than those handling other illnesses. Yeah. The government ordered the Ministry of Health and Welfare to immediately revoke the approval of Placeway. Yeah, definitely, yeah, and for all distributors and medication of low-well pharmaceutical to immediately halt sale and perform a recall on the medication. Yeah. Furthermore, they established an advisory committee consisting of experts in the field and sought to learn why related parties approved the drug. Yeah, why did they? When the risks were known in advance and continued to ignore the reported cases of side effects. No, I really wonder. That is very true. I mean, what? I really wonder if, in the end of the day, it could just be because of money. And obviously, I've heard that, you know, for example, who was receiving the last large bribes from Lowell? I don't know. If there was something about somebody accepting a bribe. Furthermore, they established an advisory committee consisting of experts in the field and sought to learn why related parties approved the drug when the risks were known in advance and continued to ignore the reported case of the side effects. It's so weird that, yeah, genuinely, I wonder. I mean, obviously they're gonna... Oh. And the government then learned that bribes are being paid to certain medical experts who had a say in authorising the drug. Oh, right. So obviously people were offering a lot of money to people and yeah, they're taking it behind the strings. And even to some bureaucrats in the Ministry of Health and Welfare. God, Fucking hell, that's so high up though. Yeah, why did the incident happen before approval? Oh, interesting. So this is a police case file, I'd assume. Police case file part 7. Police case file 7 even. Why am I saying part 7? All drugs to be handled by Japanese medical institutions, including pharmacies and hospitals, are obligated to go through an approval process with the Ministry of Health and Welfare to be classified as sanctioned medicine. Yeah, good. But at the same time, the approval process of this medicine has just been completely fucked. Evidently, even though people knew the risks, it was all funded by bribery, I suppose. The safety and efficiency of these products is evaluated by the Central Pharmaceutical Affairs Council. Oh, efficacy. Efficacy. What does that mean? Never heard of this word before. Oh, its ability to perform an intended result. An advisory body working with the Ministry of Health and Welfare. God, so they probably would have had to bribe people in this council as well. God. Council members include Ministry of Health and Welfare staff and experts in the medical field, such as professors from medical universities and other medical personnel. And medication cannot be sold in this country without their approval. Yeah, fair. It takes a considerable amount of time and capital for a new drug to be approved as sanctioned medicine. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. Are there any side effects? Are there any difference in efficacy between individuals? Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. Yeah, maybe good for one person, but the other person, I don't know, for example, that, I don't know, has a weaker immune system? That could be something that may determine the effectiveness. To answer those questions, pharmaceutical manufacturers conduct clinical trials with the cooperation of various medical institutions and with the consent of the patients in order to properly evaluate the drugs. At least thousands of samples were collected. To answer those questions, pharmaceutical manufacturers conduct clinical trials with the cooperation of various medical institutions and with the consent of the patients in order to properly evaluate the drugs. At least thousands of samples are collected. then they submit an application. The Ministry of Health and Welfare referencing the data collected over that several year-long period at the cost of several hundreds of million. Jesus. Wow, that really is a lot. Fucking hell. What's like 500 million, yeah? Yeah, 2 million quid. Yeah. That's a lot of money. It really is. Members of the council analysed the material for over a year. Jesus, that's insane to identify any potential problems or risk. Yeah, good, yeah. And in the end, if everyone agrees there are no problems, the new drug can be approved and given the sanctioned medication classification. But it's very rare for a drug to pass without any problems first time it's submitted. Yeah, definitely, yeah. The efficacy of a drug can vary based on a patient's environment, physiology, and age. Yeah, definitely, yeah. This is a natural matter, of course, in the interest of patient safety. Yeah. However, in order to accomplish, that pharmaceutical companies have to endure hundreds of millions of yen in expenses over a time period lasting several years. Yeah, fair enough. It must be very expensive to manufacture this medicine. Thus, pharmaceutical companies have been seeking the cooperation of doctors and experts with authority in the field in order to shorten the trial period and improve the credibility of their critical data. Yeah. Oh, interesting. So I wonder in this case, if with the Plus Away, I wonder if, you know, the doctors and experts were completely corrupt, just like them. Maybe. The more well-known the doctor conducting the clinical trial, the shorter the necessary examination period to reach approval, which effectively reduces the cost. Oh, but the problem was the enormous amount of money being paid to doctors for their cooperation. Oh, interesting. There were no market prices for work commissions, and since all pharmaceutical companies are seeking the cooperation of exceptional doctors in many cases, the sky's the limit when it comes to compensation. Nevertheless, you could still say it's a fair price for outsourcing data collection. The problem was the pharmaceutical companies weren't taking the doctors to investigate, weren't asking the doctors to investigate if there were any issues with the drug, but to certify it as no problem. In other words, in cases like that, the doctor... In other words, in cases like that, the doctor they requested, the doctor they requested the data from doesn't actually check if it's safe or not and simply forges clinical data. Yeah, interesting. I think that's definitely what's happened here. Yeah, obviously this act defies medical ethics. Yeah, of course, yeah. In fact, it was later discovered that Lowell Pharmaceutical had paid a large amount of untraceable money. Ooh, interesting. To a prestigious university hospital known as an authority on mental illness in exchange for clinical trial results. Surprisingly enough, some university hospitals conducted no clinical trials at all. God, now that is interesting. That is completely forged data then. In a sense, they were only selling their name to Lowell Pharmaceutical. Yeah, definitely, yeah. And furthermore, subsequent investigation in Japan revealed that some of the approving council members were accepting bribes. Yeah, the approval period of Plaza Way was far shorter than expected in the first place. It's interesting that, yeah, they needed to make... Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah. There were many experts who seemed uncomfortable with it, and there were many danger signs even from the start. So I understand that they've released this drug and could potentially, put a lot of lives at risk, but what's to be gained from that, apart from, obviously the buying and selling of the drug? Because why would you, if you're doing this for the pursuit of money, though, why would you... I don't understand why you would make a drug that's faulty. Why not just, get the money that you've paid to forge data to actually, conduct tests and get doctors to, suggest adaptations to the drug. Yeah, now I wonder what this is. Why did the incident happen? The drug's exclusivity period would expire in 6 years, after which point it could be manufactured and sold by other distributors. Oh, right. Oh, that's interesting. So the drug can only be manufactured by the company it's actually made by until 6 years have actually passed. Right. Naturally, competition will reduce the market price. Oh yeah, and companies that develop new drugs will be eager to get additional sales. Thus, Lowell Pharmaceutical will continue to provide these so-called unaccounted expenses to the directors and general managers of these medical institutions, even after Plaza Way was approved. That's interesting. I think those are like recurring payments to make these people silent, and that was because it was far more efficient, reliable, and inexpensive in the long run than appealing to the differences in the efficacy of the medication conventionally. Since Plasaway was a new drug, Sanso Alpha was a new drug, the market price set by the Ministry of Health and Welfare was quite high, but the hospital directors prioritised a large volume of money, lining their pockets and bought it one after another. Yeah, interesting. And even though it was expensive, 80% of the drug's price was paid for by the Ministry of Health and Welfare. Alright, so it wasn't a major loss for those medical institutions. Yeah. In fact, local pharmaceuticals secretly sold it on the side for under market price, allowing hospitals to save money on the difference. As a result, the number of hospitals adopting Placer Alpha steadily increased. Now, could you imagine if this is actually the drug that Natsumi was taking? Wait, this is 1970. I don't really think that's likely, but maybe it could be. No, it couldn't be Placer Beta. No. As a result, the number of hospitals adopting Placer Alpha steadily increased, and many other highly credible hospitals began switching from older drugs to Placer Alpha one after another. Oh god, that's really bad. It was a vicious cycle, but yeah, definitely. Results. Ooh, I wonder. The problems listed above came to light one after another thanks to the government advisory committee's investigation. Many of the council members resigned as a result. Oh, and the doctors closely involved were arrested and imprisoned on suspicion of pharmaceutical affairs law violations. Oh yeah, fair enough, yeah. Additionally, the doctors who accepted bribes from Rogo Pharmaceutical were at the very least demoted. Yeah, fair enough, yeah, and in some cases even stripped of their license. They can't be trusted, yeah. And a few years later, Onuma Shigeru, the deputy director of the Ministry of Health and Welfare's Pharmaceutical Affairs Bureau at the time, was arrested on charges brought to light by a whistleblower. What is a whistleblower? Person who informs a person or organisation regarded as engaging in unlawful or immoral activity. Oh, right, yeah. However, Onuma died in prison before investigators could. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, before investigators could determine the extent of his involvement, or if he was even involved at all. That's insane. So, could you imagine if, like, you know, everything brought to light by the whistleblower was actually completely false, and this person has just died in prison? You know, an innocent man has died. That would be awful. I mean, it could be likely. Chance isn't zero. The cause of death was allegedly exasperation of acute liver disease, which he had been suffering for several years. Oh, right, so it was just really quite bad timing then. Yeah, so it's not actually something he did himself. At present, suicide and conspiracy theories are still considered as possible explanations. That's actually really quite interesting, that. So, yeah, I really wonder what the significance of Plaza Alpha is going to be. Alright, so, yeah, it looks like we can read another one. This fragment 15 is going to be quite interesting. So this is going to be the arrest of, should be this one? Yeah. By the way, I really like the fragment pictures. I think they look really well made. They're so unique. They really are, and I like how they change colour each time. I'm going to be honest, I really wish they changed the background here. And obviously they had widescreen support, but at the same time it is pretty cool to... wonder what that's going to do. Is this the right one? I think it is. Yeah. Right, I wonder what this is going to be. Somebody's going to get arrested, obviously.
今大沼茂容疑者を乗せた車が厚生省の地下駐車場から出てまいりました。
Oh my god, we're getting this on the news. So this is live Higurashi news. Our car carrying the suspect Onuma Shigeru has just emerged from the underground parking lot of the Ministry of Health and Welfare. Oh, interesting. Yeah, now that really is quite something. I mean, to be able to actually get that sort of accurate, you know, report of the investigation that much, I mean, that really is quite something. They definitely have been pressuring the police, let's just say that. Oh, shit. Yeah, of course, yeah. The moment the local reporter said that, a group of cameras waiting in front of the car's route all used their burning flashes at once to take pictures of inside the car. That's actually really quite interesting, that. Yeah. The Deputy Director of the Ministry of Health and Welfare's Pharmaceutical Affairs Bureau, Onuma Shigeru, was sitting in the center of the back seat between two detectives. Oh, interesting.
今待ち構えていた報道陣のカメラが後部座席に向かって一斉に撮影を行っています。
Right now, media personnel were shooting their cameras right at the back seat all at
も
once.
のすごい数です。
Yeah, an incredible number. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. Yeah. I really like this song. The thing I really like about Matsudi's songs, they're really peaceful, and yet they're really fucking action-packed as well. This sounds really peaceful, and yet it conveys a lot of action. It's good.
"私も気をつけていなければこの人混みの波にさらわれてしまいそうなほどです。
Fair enough. If I'm not careful, I might be swept away by this wave of a crowd. And a short distance beyond the car, a group of people could be seen waving banners and placards. With the various... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, with various abusive phrases written on them in double letters like murderer. Yeah, I mean, understandable. Yeah, oh my god. Who knows? Maybe the person that's actually carrying that sign could have potentially had like a, I don't know, a dead relative thanks to this, you know, this really corrupt official. Yeah. A corrupt official. And the mob of people slowly moved towards the car all at once, shouting around. Oh my god, that must be really quite something, just like, you know, being in a political protest, having people that fucking hate you and everyone just shouting at you. You know, just completely provoking you and pressing you. Murderer. God. That really is sad. Heckler. You're not human, you're a demon. Oh my god, fair enough. Yes, I really wonder, but just from this, I really get the impression that the side effects were very bad. That, you know, Plaza Alpha had admitted. Yeah, does money mean that much to you? Yeah, even though you've already been paying with our tax dollars, have some shame. Oh yeah, definitely. I couldn't agree more. It's just endless greed.
あそこに集まっているのは被害者の会の皆さんです。
Yeah, the aggrieved parties have all gathered over there.
患者のご家族、知人、そして病院関係者、相当な人数に見受けられます。
Wow, that is really quite interesting. Yeah, families and family members of patients, acquaintances, and hospital personnel gather together in considerably large group. God, even hospital personnel. Yeah, the people of the profession that actually do integral work. I can't imagine what it must be like being a corrupt politician, like, I don't know, in Shigeru's case, and just having, like, all of the people that really, really hate you just completely shouting abuse, like, to the window of the car and stuff like that, and, you know, just having to stay in there while being arrested. I mean, my god, that must not be very nice. I mean, he deserves it, but, like, still. Yeah, God, this Plaza Alpha really is deadly.
Yeah,
definitely, yeah. They're all hurling harsh accusations towards the car the suspect Ornama is riding. Jesus. Oh, one of them threw a stone just now. Yeah, it's actually really quite interesting as a reporter. I mean, these people just report on literally everything. I mean, I don't really like it, but yeah, at the same time, it's just genuine gossip feed. Damn you, damn you. God. You really just tell from the reactions of people that it is just pure rage. God. That truly is awful. I mean, thanks to this drug that they have created and that he's approved, this person has lost their daughter. I mean, that is so awful. That really is. Oh God, yeah. The man who threw the stone has been seized by surrounding police officers. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, exactly. This anger is something we can all understand. Oh shit. After all, at present, it has been confirmed that over 500 patients' conditions have worsened due to the side effects of Plaza, a number that is still rising. Well, mental disorder treatment is a small field. We have received word from experts that this number is far beyond the norm. God. Yeah, additionally, some of those cases are Yoshimura-san, is someone on the scene. Can you tell us how the suspect Ornama was acting while being escorted? Yeah, I wonder. He sounds like, to be honest, I think if you're dishonest to accept, you know, a bribe as unethical as this, you probably aren't gonna, you know, be very truthful.
Hi. ちょっと車内が暗く覆われていて、しかも大沼容疑者は頭からすっぽりジャケットをかぶっていましたので、表情などは分かりませんでした。
Yeah. Right, the interior of the car was somewhat dark and Ornama was wearing a jacket over his head, so I couldn't get a good look of his expression.
ただ、関係者の話ですと、 警察官が彼の職場に訪れる前から落ち着き払った表情で、もはや覚悟を決めたという様子であったとのことです。
God, that's really surprising. However, according to the people connected to him, he seemed to be calm and ready to go even before the police arrived on the scene.
以前の取材では確か自らの潔白を訴えておりましたよね。
Of course he did. You've literally committed a crime and yet you're still trying to claim innocence. That's sad. The suspect claimed his innocence in previous interviews, did he not?
そのあたりはどうだったのでしょう。
Yeah, has anything changed on that front?
残念ながらその点につきましてはまだ不確定な状況ですので、今後の関係者への取材によってご報告したいと思います。
Unfortunately, that point remains unclear at the moment, so we are looking to interview related personnel going forward.
現場からは以上です。
And that is all from the scene. Oh, for fuck's sake. Ooh, I wonder what this is. Masumi. Who is that? Yeah, we just have the proper posh room here. What bullshit. Who the fuck is Masumi? Masumidia. Yo, it's the Masumidia. Oh my god, I want to kill myself. That's just a joke. But like, that joke was so shit that I actually kind of deserve it. Yeah, so I think that's probably going to be everything I want to play today. Yeah, that's actually really quite fun, beginning the fragments, and yeah, I'm really quite excited to play tomorrow, because yeah, these are really quite interesting, these fragments. And Higurashi? That has a fragment? What? Why? I mean, Higurashi isn't even a serious story. I'm genuinely quite surprised about that. I wonder what Miyotsukushi and Miyotsukushi B fragments are. No, but I find it really quite interesting though. With everything here, like, I really wonder... Oh, I forgot what I was even going to say. I'm not even going to try and remember it. But yeah, anyway, that was really fun. I am actually really quite excited to play this tomorrow. And yeah, I'll tell you what I really quite like. And that's what I was going to say. Oh, there's no music here. Boring. No, I'll tell you what I really like about these fragments is that, you know, you really sort of get an alternate view of the story. I love that you sort of progress through the story like you would, I don't know, like a Higurashi timeline, but at the same time you just get really different perspective, and you get, you know, the information behind all the events, and it's so fun reading stuff like this. I really forgot how fun these fragments were. I love the police raid, and yeah, obviously the stuff with Natsumi also was that was really quite interesting, especially, oh god, that incident, that was really quite unfortunate. But yeah, at the same time, she still kind of did deserve, you know, the punishment from that. I wonder what actually happened as a result of that incident. Maybe that was in Okinomiya, like, you know, before she'd actually moved out. I wonder. That was very interesting about the Hinamizawa Dam as well. I really do wonder if, yeah, it could just potentially be likely that they're only doing it for Oryo and, you know, Kimiyoshi, for example, their satisfaction. They don't actually care about the dam. And, you know, they only go for 2 Guardians. That would be interesting. I wonder if that would be the case. I wonder if we're going to learn more about it. Because the thing is that, even though this is Higurashi, Hinamizawa is really distant here. Like, what does Plaza Way have to do with, like, Hinamizawa? It is interesting, though, I'll give it that. That's quite cool, seeing the police conversation as well. And also, you know, Plaza A. So, Plaza Alpha, you fucking idiot. Ugh. Yeah, but, like, Plaza Alpha, that was pretty cool. And it is really quite interesting that if I go in Doki Hogyushi, let me just get my video of it out. I think it's part 2, maybe around there. Yeah, no, I find that really quite interesting that it's very interesting that Takada was actually working with the person that manufactured with the Ministry of Health and Welfare, which you know, were manufacturing Placid Beta, which could potentially, it's either Placid Alpha but completely safe, or maybe it's exactly the same thing again. Interesting. I'm not entirely sure. I can't be bothered to search for anything. But yeah, it was really quite nice today. I'm excited to play tomorrow. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this. And yeah, see ya.